Oh, oh, hey, I'm just about to go to bed. I know we couldn't Skype tonight, but that's alright. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
In the arms of the angel.
Well, guys, this is a crazy one. Twomad. Everybody, I think, remembers Twomad, how he blew up over the pandemic, right? He was known for doing Zoom raids. Some of them were pretty funny. Some of them were just like dumb, racist tropes and stuff, which I guess, to my immature ass, it is still kind of funny.
Who is this?
I am Ashashamya from Wuhan the University. I am new transfer student, and this is my brother.
But yeah, apparently he died yesterday. Or not yesterday, but he was found dead in his home. And it's kind of crazy because he kind of fell off, right? He was so big at one point. His YouTube channels, he had multiple YouTube channels, and they were just getting millions of subscribers. And this dude seemed like he was just going to like blow up and be one of the biggest, internet creators or something. And then he kind of just sharp fall off. And there was a lot of weird stuff happening with him behind the scenes, but I'll get into that later. First, I just kind of wanted to comb over this TMZ article, which is they're the ones that broke it. And I actually didn't know this guy's name is Mudia Sadiq. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but that's his name. I never knew it. But it says a popular YouTuber who goes by the name twomad online has died. Law enforcement sources tell us internet personality who has millions of followers across his various YouTube channels and social media pages was found unresponsive Tuesday night at his Los Angeles area home. After somebody called to ask for a welfare check. So yeah, he was unresponsive. And there's also, you can see there's evidence kind of corroborating that, because you can see on his Discord, it says that he was playing Overwatch 2. And it says that he'd been playing for 5 days. So it just got left on, so people were kind of like worried on that side too. We're told Twomad hasn't been heard from in several days by concerned parties, and he even missed some appointments. As a result, LAPD was sent to check on him, and that's why they found his body. And that's when they found his body, although it's unclear how long he'd been in that state. So yeah, they don't know exactly when it went down. And it says, our sources say that there was drug paraphernalia found on the scene, and at this point, we're told this is being investigated as a possible overdose. No foul play is suspected in death. And so here's like just kind of continuing it, and then that's just pretty much all I want to read. But it says, Twomad had caused concern amongst his fan base in recent weeks, including some strange one-off tweets he was posting last week, not to mention a bunch of photos of firearms. The guy was an interesting character. In addition to his skits, gaming commentary, and live streams, he was just very into internet culture and had a massive fan base. Like we said, millions of followers, but his videos would also get significant numbers of views. So they're just kind of talking about who he was. And they're showing a picture of him collabing with Belle Delphine and stuff. So he's done a lot of interesting stuff. And, it's messed up that this happened. And I knew he had some issues. I remember the last time I heard about him at all, there was a girl that was calling him out saying that, hey, like this dude assaulted me, and like I need you to know this. And she actually leaked a video showing that he's talking to her about it and admitting it and apologizing.
I'm literally in Oregon, fucking Washington, Oregon. Dab. Okay. So apology. All right. So I can't take the damage away that I've done, but I'll try my best, okay? Okay, I at least want to take responsibility for what the fuck I did, like the way I treated you and like viewed you, this is not like okay. Like I pushed past your fucking boundaries just for like my own fucking self-serving reasons. I made like sexual advances you weren't comfortable with, you know what I mean? And I truly do like regret all of that like so much.
And then after he apologizes, when she leaks the video, he comes out in this crazy like schizophrenic type of posting on Twitter saying that like, oh, I take it back. I only said it because I only said it because I thought, she would be cool with me again. So I didn't actually do it, but I just lied about, confessing or something like that. And I'm like, that's insane. If that's like, either way, I didn't believe him. But let's just say that was true. That is an insane thing to do, because it's like, what are you doing? It's not like she's a cop and, and you're being interrogated and they're like master manipulators or whatever. It's their job to like manipulate you and stuff. Like he did this on his own. And so either way, but I just don't believe him. I don't believe him. Like that's stupid. Why would you do that? Why would you fake confess? Like, come on, dude. And so he starts saying all this wild and crazy stuff. He says at one point something like, oh, she liked it or whatever. It was crazy. I'm like, dude, what is going on? Stop this madness. I remember quote tweeting him. And it's felt weird to me because I knew him a little bit. At one point, actually, I kind of like, I wouldn't say bailed, but he DM'd me because this was before he actually lived in LA, but he was visiting. And then he was saying like, oh yeah, let's go do something. I'm bored. And I think he might have been at a YouTuber named Sky Williams' house or something. I can't really remember all the way. And I don't have my old Twitter account to like verify this, but we were just talking about what's up. And I just remember saying like, I don't know, we could go to a barcade and bring some of the fellas or whoever the hell else wants to go. But at the end of the day, I really didn't feel like taking the Uber over there because I didn't live in LA. And it was just one of those things where he was just saying some weird stuff like he normally does. And I'm like, oh, this is just him in general. Like he has, even like outside of his videos, he does some weird stuff, right? And that was pretty much my last interaction that I can remember, other than maybe replies here and there on Twitter. I don't remember all that much, but yeah, seeing the stuff that he was surrounded in, the stuff that he would do, and then seeing that girl that accused him. And I was like, dude, this guy, he's like, seems like he's having a mental breakdown. And then I completely had not followed up with him at all. Like, I unfollowed him, because obviously I don't want to follow somebody who's potentially what would you call it? A predator. And it's just like, no thanks, man. And so I didn't know what was going on with him. And then, well, this happened. And apparently there's a lot of stuff that he's been involved in that a lot of people don't know. And this is something that I guess needs to be verified. But there's a guy named Jameski. And Jameski on Twitter says, I can finally say it. twomad was a rapist and a PDF file. Over the past few years, he tried to murder me multiple times for helping the police and detectives in multiple states to investigate a lot of horrible things he's done. He wanted to take out multiple innocent lives by getting behind a wheel and going head on in freeway while being high on illegal drugs. He didn't succeed once as he overdosed before killing anybody, so he tried again. Despite him trying to murder me and multiple innocent lives, I've been trying to help law enforcement to make sure he's safe, doesn't get hurt, and doesn't harm anybody. Please remember that he's a rapist and a PDF file. He continued to prey on the vulnerable even after the police got involved, including a 13-year-old in a mental health hospital. Jeez. The tragedy doesn't excuse any of his actions. I will address a lot of this stuff when I fully collect my thoughts. Past few months have been a total mess, and the reason why I ended up in the emergency room. Please give me time. So that is a major bombshell to just drop. And it begs the question, it's like, all right, if somebody's doing this horrible stuff, I think it should be public. It should be known. You should absolutely tell people that this is happening. So it begs the question, why did he hide it? Now, he's talking about, say, being an investigation with the police, but, a lot of times when there's an ongoing investigation, it's like, keep quiet. But does somebody dying, does that completely null and void the investigation? Like, so it seems a little interesting how that went down, I guess. And it's not like I'm not even trying to say that I don't believe this guy, because some of the stuff that twomad has been involved in, it could track, with some of the stuff that this dude is saying. But it is just a little weird. The timing is a little weird because I feel like there's stuff, if you know that somebody's a predator and they're doing all these horrible things, you would probably want to let the public know so other people don't hang out with them and possibly get hurt. So that's why this seems so weird to me. It seems a little irresponsible. Not even a little. It seems a majorly irresponsible. But at the end of the day, there's nothing they can do. Twomad's already gone, and it is what it is. But that was a major bombshell of information. Like, whoa, like, what are you talking about here? But yeah, the response on the internet has been just absolutely just catastrophic. The internet is going crazy right now. And for I get it. Like, it's because he was a big figure. Like, he was a big deal, and then he kind of fell off, and people are like, what happened to this guy? And I want to share another thing that somebody has shared, and it says some news sites are reporting that twomad died last night. I just verified that he is listed on the Los Angeles County Coroner's website as deceased. I don't even know what to say right now. He was somebody whose videos inspired me a lot when I first started my channel. Now, see, like, this is somebody that probably doesn't know about any of the issues or any of the stuff that was going on with him. But yeah, so you have like a deputy medical examiner. You have the investigation just to corroborate everything. So, like, this is 100% real. This is not a joke. Like, there's actually some death hoax going on right now with somebody else who I can't stand. But yeah, this is crazy. 23 years old. That's very young. But there's a lot of people who are not even remotely sad because they've seen a lot of his crazy stuff that's been going on. Like, apparently, like, he's even twomad made some post about, like, there was I think there was a trans girl that got bullied to death, unfortunately. You know, I think she was a high schooler or something. And I think he was saying some, like, really inappropriate stuff about her. Like, in a way that, like, he was, like, into it, and it's just, there's a lot of allegations. There's a lot, and I'm sure a lot of more stuff is going to come out, but I just kind of just want to speak on this and just say, like, you know, all around, like, this is just an absolute tragedy in a way that how influential and how, like, say, talented this dude actually was, and then to find out, it's just like, man, you find out so many people they're just degenerates and they just suck. It feels so easy to just be normal, but it all at the same time, a lot of these creative types, it just seems like there's a lot of them, a disproportionate amount of people that are like these creators and have these wacky minds are doing really crazy stuff behind the scenes. And it's surprising to me because I'm so vanilla, right? I like to make a lot of crazy jokes. I like to make a lot of, you know, my podcast, The Snark Tank, we make a lot of stupid, wild jokes. I like to meme a lot. I like to post a lot of dumb parodies. You know, I do a lot of fun and interesting stuff. But my life behind the scenes is so vanilla. And, like, all my friends, my wife, and all that can just corroborate that I don't do shit. I don't do anything. I'm not interested in, like, trying. I just don't have that type of mind. And so I always felt like that's how most people are, and maybe that is true. Maybe most people are like that. Maybe most people are just boring as hell like me. But then there just seems to be, I guess, like, kind of like it comes with the territory type of thing, I guess. That there's these creative types that like to do a lot of interesting and funny stuff, and they gain a big audience, also have some crazy dark stuff going on behind the scenes. And you're just like, why? Another one, dude? And then just, you know, dude, he's gone. And, well, I mean, what can you say to that? Well, let me know what you guys think about this, man. Did you know twomad? Were you a fan of twomad? Were you aware of any of the allegations that has happened? Like, does that change anything for you? Is this sad? Do you feel... I personally just feel a little conflicted. I feel like what a shame. Like, what a waste of life. What a waste of talent. But at the same time, I don't feel like mourning. I don't have anything that's like, damn, like, pour one out for this dude. I'm just like, shit. you've done a lot of shady stuff apparently, and I mean you're gone, so it is what it is, I guess. But that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Try to enjoy your Valentine's Day.